Hello gents, welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be having a one-shot discussion for logical reasoning for BITSAT 2022. So previously we had a one-shot discussion for English. So if you want to check out that video, I'll provide the links to that video at the end of this video. With that being said, let's begin for today. Let us begin with the topic of analogy. So analogy is actually a very important topic from the reasoning side for BITSAT. So here in this type of questions you will be given a pair, okay. You are supposed to study the relationship between the pair and accordingly deduce the answer to the other pair, okay. You'll come to know when we do questions. So question number 1, influenza virus, then typhoid is what? Okay, so basically influenza is common cold, flu, okay. So flu is caused by virus, then typhoid is caused by, you can guess the answer, need your bio to be strong. So the answer over here is bacteria, okay. Typhoid is caused by bacteria, okay. So similarly question 2, here clock, time, then thermometer, what? It's simple, right? Clock measures time, then thermometer measures temperature. Option D is correct over here, okay. Let's come to question number 3, scribble, write, then stammer is what? Okay, so if you see this is improper action to this, right? Write is something, write words, okay. So write is something which makes sense, okay. I can write, okay. So this is writing and this is scribbling. This is improper action to writing, right? Writing is something very ordered. This is not ordered. This is disordered. This is an improper action, okay. And what about stammer? Stammer is like this is stammer, okay. So stammer is forgetting your words or fumbling or maybe repeating your words or repeating your initial words or taking unusual pauses. So stammer is the improper version of speaking. So option C, speak, is the correct choice over here, okay. Since scribble is the improper action of write, stammer is the improper action of speaking, right? You fumble, you repeat your words or you take unusual pauses, that is stammer, okay. Let's come to fourth one. Here breeze corresponds to cyclone, then drizzle corresponds to what? Okay, so breeze, if you see, it's something very light, right? This here the intensity is increased, or I can say cyclone is the extreme version of breeze, okay. So we are supposed to find the extreme version of drizzle. Drizzle is just a light rain, okay. It's raining but it's just a light shower over there, okay. So drizzle, if you have to find the extreme version of that, it will be downpour, okay. It's raining cats and dogs, okay. So it's downpour, okay. So that's the extreme version of your drizzle, okay. Next we have car, garage. So it's a parking place. Parking place for car is garage. Then aeroplane is what? Okay, you'll be surprised to know it's hangar, okay. So option C is correct over here, okay. It's not port, it's hangar, okay. You can in fact Google it. Even I was surprised to know that. So the place where the aeroplanes or aircrafts are kept is called hangar, okay. So next we have candle corresponds to wax, okay. So candle is made from wax, then paper is made from trees, no, okay. So here if you see wax, they are specifically mentioning the end product, okay. They could have just said petroleum, right? Wax is made from petroleum presumably. So they are almost mentioning the end product, right? Petroleum is refined and wax, and from there we have candle, okay. So again for paper you'll have to mention the end product, so that will be pulp, right? So you obtain paper from the pulp, you call them pulp trees. Like bamboo is an example. Here we are not given an example, we are given the almost the end product, okay. So here pulp will be the correct choice, not wood, not tree, not any type of tree, only the pulp trees. Bamboo is an example, okay. This is the correct choice that fits according to this relation, okay. We'll do more questions on this, okay. So over to the next question. Few questions from analogy. So question number 7, sedatives to pain, solace to what? Okay, so if you remember your inorganic chemistry, you'll know that sedatives relieves pain, right? So solace relieves grief, okay. In the previous video, the video on English, we discussed the meaning of this word solace. Solace is basically to comfort someone in their down times, right? So comforting someone when they are grieving relieves the pain, right? So sedatives relieves pain, solace relieves the grieving, okay. So option C, grieve, will be the correct choice over here. Now question number 8, tuberculosis, lungs, cataract, what? Okay, this is simple. Tuberculosis affects majorly the lungs, cataract affects the eyes, okay, the cloudy lens, you might have learned it in the optics chapter, okay, eye disorders. Now question number 9, Mahatma Gandhi, Porbandar, then Jawaharlal Nehru, where? Okay, so basically this is their birthplace, okay, so Mahatma Gandhi was born in Porbandar, Gujarat, then Jawaharlal Nehru was born at, okay, he was born in Allahabad, okay, so option A, Allahabad is the correct choice over here. Now coming to this one, again this is the instrument type of question. This type of questions are usually seen at BITSAT, okay. Previously we discussed about clock, time, temperature, thermometer, right. So that type of question, distance odometer, then what is measured by a barometer, okay. You can get a clue over here, bar, okay. Bar is a unit of pressure if you remember, okay. So yes, barometer or barometer, whatever you say, it is used to measure pressure, okay. Bar is a unit of pressure if you can remember, okay. So these are the questions from analogy. Let's move to the next section now. Our next topic is odd one out. Here our objective is very simple. We'll be given 4 options and we'll have to select an option that stands out, okay, or an option that does not satisfy a common logic, okay. Come on, we all have done this as 3 graders, right. So let's get to it. Question number 1, sun, moon, star or universe, okay. So if you see sun, moon and star, all 3 of these are celestial bodies, right, whereas universe is a place where these celestial bodies are placed, right. So universe will be the one that is standing out over here, okay. These are celestial bodies, universe is a place where these are placed, okay. Coming to question number 2, it won't be that tricky, ear, lung, heart or kidney, okay. So as you can see, all 3 of this, ear, lung and kidney, we have them in pairs, right, a pair of ears, 2 lungs, 2 kidneys, right, but heart is just 1, okay. So don't break it, option C is the correct choice over here, okay. 2 ears, 2 lungs and a pair of kidneys, okay. So heart is only 1. Question number 3, okay, now in figures. So if you see over here, we have a number being paired with its square, okay. So if you see 8, 64, 6, 36, 7, 49, only option where we don't see a square is 9 and 80, right. It should have been 9 and 81. So this is the one that is standing out over here, okay. So option A is the correct choice. Let's come to this one. Now in some questions the logic might not be that simple to see, okay. For that you need a lot of practice, okay. Only then you will come to know, okay, this question can be solved this way, okay. So anyways, let's do question number 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 or sorry 40, 50 or 50, 60. Okay, so if you see the difference is 10 everywhere, so that is not the differentiator over here. The only differentiator over here is 10 is 2 times of 20, okay, or and if you see the other options, 30, if you multiply it by 2, 60, right. So that is not a differentiator over here, neither here, neither here, okay. So only here coincidentally it's 10 is the difference between 10 and 20 is 10, and also 2 times of 10 is 20, okay. This is the differentiator, and so this is the one which is standing out, okay. Now let's come to this one. Here also the logic is a bit subtle. For this, to understand this, you need a bit of practice, okay. So if you see over here in all this pair, actually the multiple over here is 2.5, I guess, or 5 by 2 I can say, okay. So if you multiply the first number with 5 by 2, you will get the second number except in one pair, okay. So 18 multiplied by 5 by 2, so that will be 9 into 5, 45, okay, we get that. So 16 multiplied by 5 by 2, so 16, that will be 8 into 5, 8 5 is 40, okay. Now let's come to this one, 14 multiplied by 5 by 2, here it goes wrong. So 7 into 5, 7 5 is 35, okay. So here it is going wrong, okay. It should not have been 28, it should have been 35 to follow the logic. If you multiply this 2.5 over here, 8 into, so that will be 4 into 5, yes, 4 5 is 20, okay. So yes, all 3 of this and this satisfy the logic of 2.5, whereas this does not, okay. So that is the option which is standing out. So let's move to the next section now. Next topic is series completion. It's a classical improvisation of what comes next. So if you see over here, you are given a series and you are supposed to guess what comes next, okay, based on the logic. Okay, so question number 1, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. What comes next is 36, right? So if you see here we have squares. 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square is 36. So option B, 36 is the correct choice over here. Let's come to this one, 6, 11, 21. Okay, not that clear pattern. Okay, so 6, 11, 21, 36 and 56. Okay, so if you see the difference between the two, okay, so 6 plus 5 is 11, right? 11 plus 10 is 21. So every time you are supposed to add a multiple of 5, okay, next multiple of 5. Yes, so if you add 15 to 21, you will get 36. 36 if you add 20, okay, you will get 56. So next you have to add 25, right? Keep on adding the multiples, the subsequent multiples of 5. So 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 10, 21 and so on. So 56 plus 25, that will be 81, right? Yes, 61 and 20, yes, 81. So option C, 81 is the correct choice over here. Okay, let's come to this one. This one is simple, 3, 9, 27, 81. So if you see, these are powers of 3. Okay, 3, 3 square 9, 3 to the power 3, 27, 3 to the power 4, 81. Okay, so 81 into 3, that will be our next answer. So you are just multiplying 3. Okay, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81, 81 3s are 243. Okay, so option B, 243 is the correct choice over here. Let's come to this one. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. This is something subtle, right? Actually, it's Fibonacci. If you see Fibonacci sequence, I hope you know that. It's a pretty famous sequence. Okay, it's just without the beginning one. Okay, anyways, I'll tell you about the sequence. Okay, so it's basically a sequence. Fibonacci sequence is a sequence wherein the first two digits adds to the next one. So 1 plus 1 gives you 2, 2 plus 1 gives you 3, 2 plus 3 gives you 5, 3 plus 5 gives you 8, 5 plus 3, that will give you 13. Similarly over here also, 1 plus 2 gives you 3, 2 plus 3 gives you 5, 3 plus 5 gives you 8, then 5 plus 8 will give you 13, or option C, 13. Okay, so 13 is the right choice over here. Okay, it's a classical Fibonacci sequence without this one. Okay, let's come to this one now. Done with the numbers, let's come to letters. Okay, and letters and numbers. Okay, so here we have A, B, D, G. Okay, so again we can see the difference. So here A plus B, you just add 1, like A plus, then just go to the next term, that will be B. Then skip 1, right? Here we have skipped C, which means we can say plus 2, right? Skip C, go to D. Okay, then D, E, then D. After D we have E, F, right? Now we have skipped 2. Here no skip, 0 skip. Okay, let's study it in terms of skipping. Okay, here we have skipped C. Okay, 1 skip. Then D to G, if you see. So from D to G, E, F. Okay, we have skipped E and F. So 2 letters we have skipped. So in the next step we'll have to skip 3 letters. Okay, so it began with 0, 1, 2, now 3. We'll have to skip 3 letters. So beginning with G. Okay, then after G which we have, okay, we begin with the next. Okay, so that is H, I, J. Okay, so H, I, J, these 3 letters we'll have to skip, and next one is K, right? So H, I, J, 3 letters we skip and move to the next one. Okay, so that was the logic behind that. Let's come to this one. Here the letters are coupled. You can see one is taken from the starting and one from the end. Okay, so 21, and this is first one, and that is the 26th letter, right? A and Z, B and Y, C and X. Okay, and after that D, and what will come before X we have W, right? W, X, Y, Z. So D and W, where is that option? So option D. So this is A, B, C, D, and that is from the back side. Okay, Z, Y, X, W, or W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so D, W is the correct choice over there. Okay, let's come to this one. Here we have letters and numbers. So J14, L16, something missing, P20, R22. Okay, so J, then we are skipping K. Okay, P, then we are also skipping Q. Okay, so every time we are skipping one letter. Okay, J, we went to L, so we skipped K. Okay, so L will skip one letter, we'll skip M, right? L, M, N. we'll directly go to N. We'll skip N, okay, because every time we are skipping one letter. P, we skipped Q, we went to R. J, we skipped J, K, L. We skipped K, we went to L. Okay, so L will skip M and go to N. Okay, and if you see the numbers are incrementing by 2. So 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So N18. Where is that? So option B, N18 is the correct choice over here. Let's come to this one. This is again very simple. If you see all of this sequence, okay, have the letter A in between, right? So it's safe to assume that your answer will also have a in between, just like in every option, okay. So if you see QR, RS, ST, TU, then UV, okay, so directly you will get your answer. So UAV, option A is the correct choice over here. Okay, so it's basically subsequent letters QR, RS, ST, TU, UV, okay, it's like that. Okay, so that was the logic behind this. Let's move to the next section. Next topic is word code, deductions, and some of the other extra stuff. Okay, questions are being asked from these topics too. These are just like extras to your reasoning. Okay, but let's do them. So question number 1, Neeraj starts walking south. So we'll consider this north, south, east and west. Actually it's in the horizontal plane, right? North, south, east and west, whatever. So but we'll consider it this way, okay, just to imagine it. Okay, so he starts walking south. So he walks for around 15 meters in the south direction. So suppose this is the origin. So he walks south 15 meters. Okay, then he turns towards north and walks 20 meters. Okay, so he'll turn towards north. So he walks south for 15 meters, then he'll turn north and walk 20 meters. Okay, so finally he'll reach somewhere over here, right? 15 and 20. 15 in the downward direction, 20 in the upward. So this basically is 5 meters, right? So he reached over here, okay, along the same line. So I'm just drawing it sideways so that I can show you. Okay, so this is 20 meters. Okay, now what does he do next? He turns east. Okay, he'll turn east, he'll go this way and walks 10 meters. Okay, so in the east direction he walks 10 meters. Okay, suppose he reaches somewhere over here. Okay, and then he turns towards south and walks 5 meters. Okay, again he'll turn south. South is again, he walked east now, and now he'll turn towards south and walk 5 meters. Okay, so he'll walk again 5 meters and reach over here. If you see, again is on the x-axis now. Okay, let's trace the journey again. He started at the origin, walked 15 meters south in the downward direction, then walked and turned north and walked 20 meters upwards, right, in the northward direction, then turned east, was over here, turned east and walked 10 meters, right? Yes, 10 meters. So 10 meters in the east direction. Finally 5 meters in the south direction, downward direction. Okay, finally he reached over here again. This distance was 5 meters, right? 20 minus 15, this was 5. So again he reached back on the x-axis. Okay, so it's like he has only traveled this distance, right? This is the x. Okay, this is what we are supposed to find. How far is he from the original position? If you see this x, this is a rectangle, right? So this is 10 meters, then this is also 10 meters, and it is in the east direction, right? From the origin it is in the east direction. Yes, so 10 meters in the east direction, option A is correct over here. Okay, so we are just supposed to imagine it over here. Okay, now next thing here, it's the word code problem. Okay, so basically you will be given a word, it's coded in certain way, you will be given another word, okay, and asked for its code. Okay, or you'll be given the code and asked for what is the word that this code forms. Okay, so basically you are supposed to crack the code. Okay, it's not that difficult. So if you see over here, this word is coded as this. Okay, one remarkable notice, okay, you can make over here is this has 5 characters, this also has 5 characters, 5 letters, right? 5 characters, 5 letters. Okay, so each one corresponds to this. So S is 5, @ is A, 3 is F, hash is E, and 2 is R. You can say that, right? And ride is this. Okay, 2 copyrights, percentage and hash. So again, if you see, R is 2, copyright is I, your percentage is D and hash is E. You can confirm actually hash is E, right? So now that is our code. So how will you represent the word feds? Okay, F-E-D-S. So F we can borrow from here. F will be third character, so third one, 3. Okay, so everything begins with 3. Then we have E. Okay, E, that is our next one. E is your hash. Here also you can see it's hash. So 3 hash. Okay, 3 hash, 3 hash, 3 hash. Okay, so either A, D or C. Now next word, its next letter is D. Okay, D, if you see D is over here, third letter. So 1, 2, 3. So percentage. Okay, 3 hash percentage, 3 hash percentage, 3 hash percentage. Okay, so finally S. S is F. Sorry, S is 5. Okay, S is 5. So 3 hash percentage and 5%. Okay, 3 hash percentage 5. Okay, so this is the code over here. Okay, it's pretty simple. Okay, let's come to this one. Here we are told that today is Thursday. Okay, that's fine. After 59 days, what is it? What day is it? Okay, so it's pretty simple. If today is Thursday, if I add 7 days, after 7 days, it will be also a Thursday, right? This is no groundbreaking thing, right? A week has 7 days. So if today is a Thursday, if I add 7 days, I'll again come to the next Thursday, right? So you can subtract the multiples of 7 from here, or actually you can directly divide, okay, and look for the remainder. Okay, so if you divide 59 by 7, 7 8s are 56. Okay, the closest you can get is 7 8s are 56. Okay, with a remainder of 3. You can represent it this way, but yeah, with a remainder of 3. Okay, 7 8s are 56 and 3 is the remainder. Okay, so there are 8 sevens. You can say 8 weeks have passed, right? 8 sevens. Okay, so after this 8 weeks, it will be still a Thursday. Okay, if you consider the 56th day, okay, 56th day will be still a Thursday. It's a multiple of 7, right? So 7 8s are. So you are going to add 7 8 times. That is not going to change the day of the week, right? Because adding 7 makes no difference. A week has 7 days. Okay, so yes, you'll at the 56th day, you'll again arrive at a Thursday. Okay, so this is a Thursday, surely. Okay, so this is a Thursday, but we are told for 59 days, so we have 3 additional days. So Thursday plus 3 days, that will be Thursday. Then next day will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The 59th day is a Sunday. Okay, so 59 day is a Sunday, option A. So let's do some more questions from this section now. Coming to more such questions, we have questions on the Venn diagram. So question number 4, which of the following represents illiterate, poor and unemployed? Okay, so if you see, 1 does not imply anything. Don't have, in the real world, you can't say that all of the illiterates are poor and unemployed, right? In India, we have in fact elections, damn satire. Okay, contrapositively, you can see engineers who are very much highly educated but unemployed and hence poor, right? So these 3 categories do have something in common, but not everything. Not all illiterates are poor, not all unemployed are poor. Okay, you can be a owner of a company. Okay, so basically this all 3 categories have something in common but not everything. Okay, so here the correct relation will be option B. Okay, so these 3 categories have at least something in common. Okay, they are not completely independent. Neither one implies everything. Okay, like I said, if you are illiterate doesn't mean that you are surely poor. That does not imply anything. Okay, so they have something in common but not everything. Okay, here also it's not the kind of relation that you'll see. Let's come to this one. If the word target is coded as this, William will be coded as. Okay, so you can look out for the code. It's very easy to crack. If you see, it's just the letter number. T is 20, A is 1, R is 18, okay, G is 7, and E is, it's just the letter number. Okay, so E is 5, A, B, C, D, E. E is 5 and T is again 20. Okay, so that is how it's coded. Okay, so again, we'll have to code William by its word letter. Okay, the letter the number assigned to the word letter, no, it's number of the letter, okay, letter number. William. So let's begin with W. If you see, everything begins with 23, so need not confirm that W is 23. Let's move to the next letter, I. I is the ninth letter, okay, it's everywhere 9, okay. I remember the joke by this, okay. Basically, a teacher asks a student to say a sentence that begins with I. So he begins like, I is the. So she's like, interrupts him in between and tells him, no, it's always I am. Okay, so he says, I am the ninth letter in the alphabet. Okay, so I is the ninth letter in the alphabet. Okay, so yes. So that was the joke. I hope you found it funny. Subscribe. Anyways, let's come back. So I, ninth letter, and William. So then L, 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 L. Okay, so L will be, if you see, let me tell you a fun fact. M, the letter M is the middle letter in your alphabet. So, okay, so M is 13. So L, M. So L is 12. L, M, right? So M is 13. L is 12. So it's 12, 12. So 12, 12. Here also 12, 21. So this cannot be correct. Okay, let's throw it out. So we'll have reached L, L. I is again the ninth letter. Then we have, okay, ninth letter, that's fine. U is, we'll have to check that. M is 13, as I told you, so everywhere 13. So U cannot be 12 since L is 12, okay. So this is also incorrect. So either it's 21 or 22. So T, if you see, T is 20, right? T is 20, T, S, T, U, T, U, right? So T, then U, so 21 will be U. So 21, right? 21. This is incorrect. 21 over here. Okay, so this is the correct code for William. Okay, so let's come to this one. Here we are supposed to make interpretations about the height. Okay, so Sanjay is taller, so let's arrange them in terms of their height. Okay, so the tallest fellow will come on the left hand side. Okay, so over here. Okay, so Sanjay is taller than Suresh. Okay, so Sanjay, we have him over here. Okay, he is taller than Suresh. Okay. Then next we have Rakesh, who is shorter but shorter than Rakesh. Okay, so Sanjay is taller than Suresh but shorter than Rakesh. Okay, so of course Rakesh is taller than both of them. Then Rakesh is taller than Harish but shorter than Vinit. Okay, so Rakesh is of course taller than Harish. Okay, now we don't know where Harish will lie. Okay, he's shorter than Rakesh, but we don't know his relation with the others. Okay, so definitely he's shorter than Rakesh, so he cannot be the tallest. We are supposed to find the tallest, so let's not worry about him. Okay, so Rakesh is taller than Harish but shorter than Binit. Okay, so Rakesh is shorter than Binit. Okay, so the question is, who is the tallest among them? Of course, Binit is the tallest among them. That's option C. Okay, so option C, Binit, as you can see, is the tallest among them. Okay, let's come to this one. Now this is again a question on Venn diagram. Okay, this is Deadpool, this is Audi. Okay, let's do it. We have color, black and white. Okay, so we have to find the relationship between them, the Venn diagram that correctly depicts it. Okay, so if you see, by common reasoning, you can say the black and white are colors, and this can stand for color. This is black and this is white, yin and yang. Okay, so this is black and this is white. Okay, so yeah, that's correct, option C. Okay, so it's color, black or white. Black and white are two colors. If you go by physics, which I would not recommend over here since there is no option in favor of physics, so white will have white light mix up all the colors, right? So white is the big circle over here, then we'll have all the colors, right? And black will be somewhere over here. The absence of white light is black. Okay, so yeah, that's pure black. Here we have white and here is the color. This is in the name of physics, but today it's not about physics, it's about reasoning, and we'll keep this logic aside. Okay, so over to the next section now. Our next topic is chart logic, and in this you are supposed to follow a logic along a pattern and then find the missing term. Okay, so let's begin with question 1. Here you can see a bunch of cubes, right? 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216. So here the missing term will be 7 cube. Okay, it's successive cubes over here going clockwise. Okay, so here it will be 7 cube, which is nothing but 343. Okay, I'll recommend you to by heart cubes up till 10. Okay, and by heart squares up till 20 maybe. Okay, that will help you to speed run this type of questions. Okay, let's come to question number 2. Here also I can see a bunch of cubes, 1, 64, then 27, right? So what will be the logic over here? You can see 5 minus 4 is 1, right? 1 cube is 1. 7 minus 4 is 3. Sorry, 7 minus 3 is 4. So 4 cube is 64. 11 minus 8 is 3. 3 cube is 27. So similarly, 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 cube is 216. Okay, so option D, 216 is the correct choice over here. Okay, let's come to this one now. Here also we have a pattern. We are supposed to find this missing term. Okay, so we'll have to make some logic from here. Okay, so you can see crisscross, actually 5 6 are 30, right? And 3 3s are 9. So this is the addition of that. 5 6 are 30, 3 3s are 9, 39. Excuse me. Now this one, if you see 5 7 are 35. Okay, and 4 4s are 16. 35 and 16, 41, 51. Yes, 51. So that is the logic, crisscross and add. Okay, so here also 3 4s are 12, 12 and 5 5s are 25. 12 and 25 is 37. Okay, so option C, 37 is the correct choice over here. Okay, we'll do some more questions of this type and we'll then move to the next section. That will be the last section. Question 4 and 5 over here, again from chart logic. So you are supposed to follow the pattern and find the missing term. Okay, so let's come to this one. So if you see over here, if we add this 2, it will be around 90, right? So yeah, so this is 93. If you add this 2, it is 90, and 93 minus 90, that is 3. That is the logic over here. Okay, so similarly, if you see over here, 79, 38 and 37, 60 and 15, 75, 75 minus 79, that is 4. Okay, now come over here, we can use the same logic to find this missing term. Okay, so 67 and difference of this 2. So 42 plus 16, that is 58, 58 and difference of that is 9. Okay, 58, 9, yeah, that is 9. Okay, so option D, 9 is the correct choice over here. Okay, now here we have another question. Here we are supposed to find this x. Okay, so now it's a bit subtle. As I said, practice is the key point over here. Only through practice you will come to know how to solve some tricky questions. Okay, how to see the tricky patterns over here. Okay, so here basically the pattern is so this 2 squares, if you subtract from the square of this, okay, that will give you 92. Okay, so I'm saying 11 square plus 14 square minus 15 square. Okay, 2 smaller squares minus the bigger one. The bigger one is always the base, as you can see in these 2 cases. Okay, so that will give you 92. Okay, you can check this. Okay, let's check that. So this is 121. Okay, I'll recommend you to by heart squares up till 20, as I said. Okay, so this will be 196 and here it will be 225. Okay, so this is 196 and 121, 317, yes, and minus 225 minus 225. Okay, so if you see, it's 75 and 17, 75 and 17, that is 92. Okay, so 92. Okay, so next if we check for this one it's 15 square plus 17 square minus 21 square. Okay, 15 square is 225, 17 is 289 and minus 441. Okay, so if you see, this is 400, 425, 480, yeah, 4, that is 505, 505 and 505 and 19, 505 and 9, 505 and 9 is 514. Okay, 514 minus 441. So 60, 59, 59 and 14, 59 and 14, 73. Okay, yes, 73, right? So finally we are supposed to solve for x. X is the base now. So again, the base is the highest number, as you can see. So that is the base is the number that is being subtracted. It's the biggest among them. Okay, so here also it will be the biggest. Okay, same pattern. So here 19 square plus 26 square minus x square. Okay, that will give you 76 following the same pattern. So you can solve for x now. Okay, so if you see this 19 square is 361, 26 square is 676. I know it by heart. I know up till 32. Okay, and this is equal to x square plus 76. Actually, you can bring the 76 over here. That will give you 600. 600 plus 361, 961, 961. That square root is 31. Okay, basically you can see 900. 30. The square of 30 is 900. 3 3s are 9, right? So 961 is very close to it. So it will be 31, not somewhat like this. Okay, it will be 31, close to 900, right? You can make guesses now. So yes, that's your answer. Over to the last section for the day. So our next topic is visual. So your logical reasoning itself is divided into verbal and visual. So whatever we discussed up till now was the verbal part. Now it's the visual part. Okay, here you are supposed to see for the symmetry. They'll cut papers, put holes in the papers and then open it, and then you are supposed to guess what pattern will be formed. Maybe you are supposed to interpret again from the patterns. Okay, figure matrix. This is guessing the pattern. Okay, you'll see the questions. Okay, so let's begin. Question number 1. Here you are supposed to tell what is this missing part. Okay, you are supposed to complete it using symmetry. Okay, my figures are not precise, but you can make out. Okay, so here you can see that the top corners and the bottom corners should be colored. Okay, so either this or this. Okay, the top corners. Okay, so I think this one, right? So it has all the components. It has the square shaped, it has the diagonals, and it also has the dot. Okay, whereas in the others you can see something or the other is missing. Here plus is missing, here the other sides of the square are missing, here it's the different sides shaded. Okay, so here this is the figure that completes this figure in terms of symmetry. Okay, let's come to question number 2. Okay, here we have been given a figure matrix. We are supposed to guess this. Okay, so you can follow the pattern. First we have plus, then we have a cross. Okay, on that plus we have a cross, and you can see that this cross is removed and the dots of this, the end points of this are replaced by a dots. Okay, so the end points of that cross are replaced by dots. Okay, similarly you can see we have a square, then again that cross comes and the end points of the square are replaced by dots. Okay, end points of the square, end points of the cross are replaced by dots. Okay, again let's apply the same logic. Here we have a plus, star plus. Okay, and then again we have a cross. Okay, so the end points will be replaced by dots. Okay, so end points are the spaces over here, right? So end points are this one, right? Spaces over here, 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 here. Okay, so option B. Okay, it will be not inside, it will be at the end points, which is at the 4 corners, as you can see. So option B is correct. Over to the next question. Next questions are based on a rule. The rule is closed figures become more and more closed and vice versa. Okay, so basically if you have closed figures in your question, they will become more and more open by losing sides, and if you have open figures, they will gain side, okay, or length to become closed. Okay, so let's see what we mean. So you are supposed to select among the 4 options which follows this rule. Okay, so if you see option A, okay, we have 2 closed figures, so both of them should become open. Only the square is becoming open. This is becoming a triangle, right? So again it's not open. Okay, so closed figure is not becoming open. Okay, here, okay, square is losing side. Here also it opened up, but it's not gradual. Okay, so it should be gradual and it should be stepwise. That is the key point over here. Okay, this more and more means it should be stepwise. Okay, it should lose this side, then this side, then this side. Okay, so if it's not stepwise, it's not the correct choice. Okay, so not option A. Let's come to this one. Here we have a circle. It's a closed figure that became open. But here if you see, the square did not lose the side, right? It was a closed figure, did not become open. Okay, so no gradual opening. Okay, so again this is not correct. Let's come to this one, option C. So here we have a rectangle and inside we have a line. Okay, so that is, this is open. The inside figure is open. The outside figure is closed. Okay, So the closed figure became open, open figure gained a side. Okay, next, again the closed figure, which was the rectangle initially, has lost one more side. Yes, and the open figure has grown one more side. Okay, if you come over here, the closed figure is only left with one side, and finally this figure has become closed now. Okay, so this is the correct choice over here. Okay, so here you can see that the figure which is closed is becoming more and more open, and this is becoming more and more closed. Okay, here if you see, the pentagon remains a pentagon. Okay, so that is not a gradual decay, or it's not opening. Okay, so step by step is the very important point over here, although not mentioned in the question. Okay, let's come to this one. Again the rule is the same. Okay, so closed figures should become more and more open. Here hexagon remains hexagon, no. Let's come to this one, hexagon, hexagon, hexagon everywhere. Okay, no need to look over there. So let's come to this one, again 3 hexagons. Okay, it's not opening only, so that's not correct. Let's come to the last one. We have a hexagon and we have a line. Okay, so it opens up, then again this one gains a side, it loses one more side, this side, yes, and this one, the square, gains one more side, finally it lost this side. Okay, and finally the open figure has become closed. Okay, so you can see that gradually the closed figure is becoming open and the open figure is becoming closed. So option D is following the rule. That is your correct choice. Over to the next questions. Questions for the day over here. In question 5, we are supposed to tell which is the option that correctly completes this figure. Okay, again based on symmetry, you can make out that first of all it will be touching this corner, right? So either it's option A or option B. Okay, so you can fit it over there. So one more thing you can notice, the opposite petals are colored. Okay, so this is colored, then this is colored. So this is colored, then below this one will be colored, right? So I think option B should be correct. Okay, opposite are colored, so here this should be colored. Okay, yes, so option B is correct over here. Let's come to this one. This is paper folding and cutting. So first they have taken a circle, they'll fold it into a semicircle as shown above this axis, fold it into a semicircle, then make it into a quarter, fold it like this. Okay, and finally cut out a triangle like this from that quarter. Okay, so the triangle is cut like this. Okay, with the base along this axis, okay, the original axis. So you are supposed to tell when you open this paper, what will it look like. Okay, will it look like this, 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 or this. Okay, first of all let's neglect the options. So option C is incorrect. There is no way this triangle appears here out of nowhere. Okay, so actually we can imagine this. Okay, so once we cut the triangle, we can now imagine opening it. Okay, so here we'll have a triangle. First of all, here we'll have a triangle, right? So when you open it, first you had closed it, right? Now when you open it, here also we'll have one triangle, right? Now we are going to open it this way into a circle. Okay, just reversing the process. Okay, so here we have a triangle, here we have a triangle. Now when you open it, okay, the pointed end will go to the other end, right? So here you can imagine it this way. Okay, so the pointed ends are opposite facing to each other, so option A is correct over here. Okay, the pointed ends will be opposite, not like this and like this, it's opposite. Okay, here it's no chance, you can just rotate this, you'll get this. Okay, but here they are not rotating, so again option D is incorrect, option B is incorrect. The correct choice over here is option A. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it from today's class. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, and I think this will be probably my last video before your BITSAT. Okay, probably I'm saying. So yeah, best wishes to each one of you, all the best. May you achieve what you have thought for. I'm rooted for each one of you. Just follow what you have planned, and yeah, all the best and go for it.